Hi, this is Sean. Thank you so much for clicking onto my channel. So hit that like button, subscribe, and tell a friend about me. So I'm in a new office, same building, but I'm just in a different office. My room has a lot of light and I kind of get washed out. So I wanted to see what I look like in a different office. So this office is empty, it just has desks. No one is occupying the office. However, my plants are here. So wanted to see how my lighting looked. It's just a regular old background, but I don't have the sunlight hitting me in the back. That's never good for filming. So it's hitting off of the side and I kind of like it. So this is going to be a fitness recap for those of you who are new to my channel. And before I go into it, just to let you know, if you want to check me out on other social media platforms, you can find me on Periscope, you can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on IG. And IG is where I normally post a lot of my fitness photos. I have some fitness buddies on IG and we go back and forth exchanging photos. So if you want to know what I'm doing on any particular day, you'll find me as a sweaty mess, and I will be posting a lot of my fitness photos on IG. So this is going to be a fitness recap, and that is because for those of you who are new to my channel, I have a segment called Fitness Friday, and I post a lot of things on anything pertaining to fitness. And I am now embarking a half marathon, and I'm taking you guys on my journey with that. And I now do Fitness Friday on Saturday because Saturday is where I normally do my long runs, and I can kind of recap how my week has been going. In the middle of posting my video or doing my video, my camera went out, and that was because I had no more room on my camera. So I had to find the time to move some movies and a lot of stuff off my camera so that I could finish this. So what you're getting is a compilation of days of snippets of things. And so it is more than likely going to be Fitness Recap 1, Fitness Recap 2. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions regarding fitness, your struggles on fitness, we have done things on this particular segment regarding health and fitness. So I've talked about my diabetes journey, and I've also talked about vegan and vegetarianism. So I've done food hauls of what's in my fridge and what I bought for the week so that I can have a healthy week nutritionally. And if you want to see that, I know I have not done that, and I actually enjoyed doing the fitness haul because it helped me be accountable. Like, okay, I got to do this segment and let them see what I'm eating in the course of a week. And sometimes I would show you the meals that I was eating throughout the week. So if you like that and you would like for me to bring that back, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, enjoy the recap and take care of yourself and each other and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. All right, so here's my little gold thingy. And that you get the little mail. Checking your weekly exercises, see?
Oh.
And then tells me my results. I got my trophy, y'all.
Yay!
I made my goal for the week.
Yay! You got your trophy.
Hey y'all, this is Sean Sandridge. Thank you so much for clicking onto my channel. So hit that like button, subscribe, and tell a friend about me. So just in case you don't know, you can find me on other social media platforms. You can find me on Periscope, you can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram. Same name, keeping it simple. So it is Fitness Friday on Saturday. And for those of you who are sliding through and are new to my channel, I normally do Fitness Friday on Friday. However, I am training for a half marathon in the fall, and so my runs are on Saturday mornings, and I was taking you on my journey of my progress of my training. So Fitness Friday is on Saturday until the race in October, and then we're back on Fitness Friday on Friday. So I will be putting in a clip of my heart rate monitor, and I might have mentioned it before. It's good to have goals, and it's good to measure your progress. And the only way you can do that is to set goals and also to write them down. So if I haven't done it before, I will make a point of showing you my journal that I use. You can be very simple, a notebook, write down the date and all the things that you do. But some people want to have something fancy, and so I have a journal, and I really like it, and I will review it for you if it's something that you want, and you can get it on Amazon. I may have mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again either in this clip or I'll save it for another Fitness Friday. So what I was talking about, there's a clip that I have with my running buddy Tessa, and I was showing her one of the things that I use to keep myself motivated, because you will feel weary in doing any kind of consistent fitness goals that you want to reach, and you have to find ways to keep motivated. So I use my heart rate monitor. I have a nice fancy one, but right now I'm going back to my old reliable one. And if you see here up close, it has a little trophy. And it has a little trophy because you can set your fitness goals by how many days you want to exercise and how many calories you want to burn. And when you make your goal, you get a trophy. So I've been keeping my trophy for the last couple of weeks, and I'll just kind of give you an update of what I've been doing. This week was not so great week as far as getting all of the fitness that I wanted to get in. I know I'm going to make my goal, but when you see what I did last week, you'll understand why. So I'm looking down because I'm working through my monitor. So my heart rate monitor is set up from like Sunday to Sunday. That's the calendar week. So you can do daily and weekly, or you can get your totals. So I'm going to do, let's do daily. So I'm going to show you what I did today. So today we ran 7 miles. So it has the date, and then it has how long I ran it, 1 hour and 39 minutes. And then what my heart rate was at its peak and what the average was. We had hills, so that's why it spiked up so high. And then the important thing that I look at is how many calories I burned. So it came out to 1,203 calories, which is pretty awesome. 35% burn on fat. So that's good. So that's my daily. So let's do the weekly. Okay. Okay, and it starts, as you see here, it starts from that Sunday. So far I've only done 3 days of exercising, or 3 sessions of exercising. I say sessions because there are many times where I do a double workout, where I do my running during the day and my weight training. So that would be a 2-session workout. But I've only gotten in 3 sessions of working out for the week, which for me is really low. And here the previous week, as you can see, the difference was 8 sessions. So okay, so then okay, so for this week I've only done 3 hours of exercise compared to last week. I did 6 hours and 43 minutes of exercise. Okay, here's the big one. This week, I've only burned in my sessions a total of 1778. compared to last week. It was at 41.94. Now, when we talk about calories, again, if you're looking to figure out how to troubleshoot on your weight loss, you need to burn 3,500 calories. 3,500 calories is 1 pound. So if you're trying to lose weight and drop a pound, then you realize that, trying to troubleshoot how many calories you should try to drop down, how many calories you want to burn, so that equals to 3,500 calories for the week to burn at least 1 pound. So this is why having measurable goals are helpful. So that is what my week has been so far. And then, of course, this is from last week. I got my little trophy. And then what ends up happening is that you get a little mailbox on the corner saying that, you have mail and to see what you have. And when you open up your mail, it'll tell you how you did. So that is the clip that I showed my running buddy, Tessa. I was unveiling what I did. So it's just something light and fun. And if it works for you, then definitely find a way to motivate yourself. And for me, it's a non-scale progress. I find that to be important. You have progress on the scale, and then you have non-scale progress. And those are very important also to keep you motivated. So what is a non-scale win? A non-scale win for some people can be, I am getting so much better sleep now. For some people, when they start exercising, they start realizing that they can go to sleep earlier, they can sleep sounder. That's important. Obviously, if your clothes are fitting better, even though the scale isn't moving, that's still a non-scale success. Another non-scale success is that you find out that you have more stamina in your day. You're not feeling that slump in the afternoon like you used to. And that might be a combination of when you start to exercise, you start being more in tune with what you want to eat. And so they kind of go hand in hand, where you eat better because you're exercising. Trust me, after this 7-mile run, I am not trying to eat any junk food. Unfortunately, I have to go to a funeral this morning, so a friend of mine is going to be picking me up, and we're going to go and have breakfast before going to the funeral. So after a heavy workout, you should always find a protein source. If you're vegan or vegetarian, you know what protein sources are good for you. I am going to have some scrambled eggs with a lot of vegetables and a much needed cup of coffee. So those are some pointers. Now, it is extremely hot. It is so doggedly hot. It is uncomfortable. I just want to die hot. But running in the summer is a great way to get your body ready for the fall so that you're strong. But even if you're not running, and I said this in a few videos before, being out here in this heat is very taxing on the body. And everybody this morning was feeling the heat, and it had not heat up yet. And we all started at 6. We normally started at 7, but because Northwest Indiana and Chicago and most of the United States actually is experiencing a heat wave where the temperatures are over 90 degrees, and we had 93 degrees yesterday and over 90% humidity. It is very, very taxing on the breathing, and your body gets fatigued. And that can happen whether you're cutting the lawn, whether you're gardening, whether you're out with your kids. The number one thing you should do is listen to your body and hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. If you are new to fitness and you're embarking on your fitness goals in this heat, I would suggest that you start hydrating the night before. Most of us are dehydrated when we wake up, and that one glass of water before we are out, even for 45 minutes to an hour, is going to be very taxing, especially if you're out having fun. So even if you're out on the beach, the heat is intense. The humidity is intense. So I always encourage people, you really should start hydrating if you're going to do something active at least a day before. And then, of course, hydrate. And then this is the time where those electrolyte products come in handy. You don't need electrolyte. So as you can see, this is a very choppy video, and I realized that I had not finished my explanation or my reason about taking electrolytes in the heat. So I'm back in my office and I'm by my computer because I wanted to read to you something about electrolytes. So electrolytes are salts and minerals that can conduct electrical impulses in the body. Common human electrolytes are sodium chloride, potassium, calcium, and sodium carbonate or bicarbonate. Electrolytes control the fluid balance of the body and are important in muscle contraction, energy generation, and almost every major biochemical reaction in the body. So often when we are sweating, we're losing a lot of electrolytes. And I would not recommend electrolytes on a normal day of just running around. I know a lot of people like to drink those Powerade Gatorades, but you're not really getting the value of them. You're just getting the calories. When you are out in the heat, you are putting a lot of demands on your body just because you're out in the heat and you are sweating. And then, of course, if you're doing a long, prolonged physical activity, whether it's gardening, cutting the grass, being out in the beach, you are losing a lot of water through sweating and you're losing a lot of electrolytes. So it is important to replenish those back as soon as possible, because if you don't, then you start to go into some form of distress. And of course, that can be very hard on the body. And of course, we know about things like heat stroke, heat exhaustion, which can be life-threatening. So that is what I wanted to finish with my explanation about electrolytes. So when you are out, it is good to have water. Water is an amazing source. You need to hydrate. But when you are doing a lot of sweating, and we could even feel it at 6 o'clock in the morning, I think 20 minutes into the run, I was sweating, and it was because it was so hot even at 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's important to put in the electrolytes. Water is not going to be enough when you are dealing with extreme heat. So I hope that explained the need for electrolytes, especially in this heat and this heat wave. And I will talk to you soon. Take care of yourself and each other. You have a wonderful day. Bye. And so as you can see, this is a very choppy video, and I realized that I had not finished my explanation or my reason about taking electrolytes in the heat. So I'm back in my office and I'm by my computer because I wanted to read to you something about electrolytes. So electrolytes are salts and minerals that can conduct electrical impulses in the body. Common human electrolytes are sodium chloride, potassium, calcium, and sodium carbonate or bicarbonate. Electrolytes control the fluid balance of the body and are important in muscle contraction, energy generation, and almost every major biochemical reaction in the body. So often when we are sweating, we're losing a lot of electrolytes. And I would not recommend electrolytes on a normal day of just running around. I know a lot of people like to drink those Powerade Gatorades, but you're not really getting the value of them. You're just getting the calories. When you are out in the heat, you are putting a lot of demands on your body just because you're out in the heat and you are sweating. And then, of course, if you're doing a long, prolonged physical activity, whether it's gardening, cutting the grass, being out in the beach, you are losing a lot of water through sweating and you're losing a lot of electrolytes. So it is important to replenish those back as soon as possible, because if you don't, then you start to go into some form of distress. And of course, that can be very hard on the body. And of course, we know about things like heat stroke, heat exhaustion, which can be life-threatening. So that is what I wanted to finish with my explanation about electrolytes. So when you are out, it is good to have water. Water is an amazing source. You need to hydrate. But when you are doing a lot of sweating, and we could even feel it at 6 o'clock in the morning, I think 20 minutes into the run, I was sweating, and it was because it was so hot even at 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's important to put in the electrolytes. Water is not going to be enough when you are dealing with extreme heat. So I hope that explained the need for electrolytes, especially in this heat and this heat wave. And I will talk to you soon. Take care of yourself and each other. You have a wonderful day. Bye.